What's up, YouTube? Um, Fudge, bro, I look a bit messy right now. For all the OGs, this is the type of haircut or like hair I would have in 2021. Usually it's like put back, but I just didn't want to do that today, so I'm just gonna like chill, YOLO. Um, but this video is about why you should start thinking about the reward a lot more. Like why, like the benefits of like thinking what, like envying what other, not envying, but using what others have as inspiration. And when you do it more often. Like if you want something, you should like look at it more and more and more, and then you'll actually like start making progress to it. But like, for example, I've always wanted to travel. One place I really wanted to go was like Iceland or something. That's kind of faded off, but I'm gonna use Iceland as an example. So if I really want to go to Iceland, but it's just a thought. What I feel like helps is like going onto Google Maps. Why the fuck is this? Going onto Google Maps and like just searching up like Iceland and just like dropping the guy down. What the flip? Okay. Like dropping the guy down and just like traveling around Iceland. I think that is like, I don't know, I was just doing that, not with Iceland, but I was doing it with like the coast of France, like southwest of France, like Monaco. And I was like, dude, this is like beautiful. Like, to think that if I were to, become very financially successful in my career, I could have this. I could live here. Like just thinking about that. And it's really like, it's really a surreal feeling. Like if you, like, sometimes I think, like, if you think about yourself in the past, you can almost bring yourself back to a moment, right? But think of that in the future. It's like, it's manifestation, but really it's like, if you, like, you can just see yourself in that position. Like, it's like going back in time to, like, graduation. You can feel the rewarding feeling. It's like that, but like when you, in the future, you just have to think about it and be like, holy shit. Like imagine waking up early and just walking around and just enjoying life, because you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like just imagine that, bro. Like if you're doing an online business, you can work whatever, wherever and whenever, or something like that. So like, you could wake up in the morning, go do your thing, and then you just come back and go do some work and then go out, everything. You're in this like beautiful, scenic, geographic landscape, and you're just living there. Like that's out of a movie, man, and you can't get that anywhere. But what I'm saying is, if you just take time to process the reality of actually living in a place like that, or having I would, don't think about material objects as much. I mean, in one of my videos I said you need to think about first world problems to do, to actually like, push yourself. And I believe that is still important, but like when you think about experiences will push you even more. To think about, you could experience these things that no one else experiences. That's more important, because experiences are so like, they're a lot more particular than just things, because things, anyone can be given things, but experiences are only like for people who want them. Those experiences, I don't even know, doesn't matter. But I just find like, when you think about experiences, that just helps a lot more. And if you imagine yourself in a position 5 or 10 years from now, you will actually like, and if you think about it every day for a month or a couple of weeks, you'll start making the progress every single day. But this is actually like a twist to the story. yes, you can say, like, we all we all live for tomorrow, right? Like, every single day we do things that sets us up for later. Um, we we all are in school, or we're all working part-time job. We're in school to, get a degree, or we're working part-time jobs to save up money. We're working like full-time jobs to buy a house, to provide for a family. It's always to do something later and not now. And there's kind of like a paradox to this, I guess. Like, you can say, well, if that's the situation, why not just live every single day? Why not just go out and just live? Well, then you're going to be homeless, and then you might not actually have a future, right? So if you sacrifice if you make sacrifices to live for today, you won't have tomorrow. But if you make sacrifices for today, you will have tomorrow. So that's and when I say live, I'm saying, like, the idea of what people think living is, because people think living is going out vacation, going out for a party, having fun. But you can live every single day. You can live when you're at school. You can live when you're at work. You can live when you're at home, not doing fun things. You can be aware of your surroundings, and you can be conscious of your, like your actual, like, alive state. Like, you don't have to do fun things to be alive, is what I'm saying. And people think, like, you could either live for tomorrow or live for today. It doesn't fucking matter. You just have to be alive. You just have to, like Neil deGrasse Tyson said, smell the flowers, like, drink the sunset and the sunrise, like that type of stuff. You just have to absorb life around you. Because sometimes I'll be driving and I'll just see people cross on the crosswalk, and I'm like, isn't this fascinating? This is life. And they're navigating each other, and there's cars waiting, there's buses, there's streetcars, there's people, there's children, there's dogs, there's bicycles, there's scooters, there's everything's going around on this crosswalk. And people are just, everyone's got their own thing, and that's only like it's a tiny percentage. It's like when you look at a crosswalk, there's probably like not a lot of people. There's probably under 100 people in a crosswalk area, like 50 people in a crosswalk. If you have 30 people crossing, you have 10 people, 20, okay, it doesn't matter. But there's just, like, life is going on, and I remember looking at this one time, and I was like, dude, this is like a society, like, this is humanity. And it's very not stoic, but, like, philosophical of me about it. And people might go, that's cringy, but, like, dude, like, that's life. Like, you don't have to get out there and go skydiving to be alive. Like, you can live every single day, is what I'm saying. So, what I'm back to the main premise is that sometimes we get caught up in, that could be me living now. I could be living there now. And I think I do want to be living somewhere else then, in the future. Like Monaco and France. Like, that would be awesome to live there when I'm like 25 and I'm just get to go on an adventure. And I can think about that and it motivates me, but I shouldn't get lost in that. And people always say get lost in the process, get lost in the process. And you want to, but what if hell strikes and you go through a serious accident where you can't do what you want to do anymore, or somebody dies, or you die? And that's always like in the back of my mind. And people may say, like, oh, you don't think about that, you can't live in fear. And you can't live in fear. You can't be afraid of that. But who's to say it's bad to live every day? Like, you can, live every day and not be so focused on the screen. Because right now I'm doing, working on, I'm just going to call it the business. Just working on the business right now. And sure, I can be locked in for hours and hours and hours, but, you know, like I said, what if I don't see tomorrow? But I can still acknowledge and think. So I'm rambling on too much, but this is probably going to YouTube, so see you later, YouTube. Catch you in the free world. Peace.